watching the primetime broadcast of the Stallions versus Panthers game, NBC cut the game and went to local news. So on Saturday night's primetime matchup between the undefeated Birmingham Stallions and Michigan Panthers had been plodding along smoothly. That is until lightning struck twice, literally and metaphorically. NBC's audience was in for a surprise when the broadcast abruptly faded to black with 2:30 left in the fourth quarter. Panthers quarterback Shea Patterson was mic'd up, setting up for the next play when the television went dark. National broadcast faded to a commercial followed by a local news report, game show, or other non-USFL related program. This left some viewers miffed at NBC for pulling the plug. What's that one? Heidi Bowl or whatever? Now, a number of factors came into play that potentially led to the broadcast being cut short. Earlier in the match, a nearly 40-minute lightning delay interrupted the second quarter. Well, this is not the first instance of the lightning interfering with the USFL operations. It nonetheless forced NBC up against their flagship program, Saturday Night Live, which they were just not going to do. The season finale was set to air at 11:30, and Stallions Panthers was dangerously close to eclipsing SNL. In the battle between the Fox-owned company USFL and SNL in its 47th season, NBC made it clear which one took priority. Clearly, SNL did, even though SNL sucks. I tried to watch it a couple times. I'm like, who says this is funny? Lorne Michaels has got to go. Anyway, the game was eventually moved to CNBC and Peacock to play out the remaining time. The score remained unchanged with the Panthers falling to the Stallions 33-17, but the decision loomed large with football fans. They weren't too happy. NBC is no stranger to this particular scenario. The network was involved in the infamous Heidi Bowl during the NFL game on November 17th, 1968, between the New York Jets and Oakland Raiders. In the middle of a high-scoring bout between the two AFL powerhouses, the network suddenly switched to a broadcast movie of Heidi at 7 p.m. due to internal communication stuff. Viewers were outraged that they missed the comeback by Raiders, who ended up winning 43-32. Moving forward, all NFL games would air throughout until their conclusion, followed by local programming of the home team markets, effectively changing sports television. And there's no way that a Heidi game Heidi, the TV movie, would outdo an NFL game nowadays. That was 1968. Had the game been hosted on Fox Network, this situation may have never come to pass, but Fox also does not have a cultural touchstone like SNL on Saturday night to compete with sports program. Either way, a perfect storm of events resulted in a phenomenon that gridiron enthusiasts are all too familiar with. Interesting thing happened here. I get it why they had to do it. This has happened before in other sports things, but it was interesting that he puts up a good question. Would Fox have done the same thing? But if this was an NFL game, would they have cut things short? Probably. They might have. They might have for local programming, but still, it was an interesting development that happened in the first of many new things for this new league going forward.